Hey guys, Prashant here with my channel Travel Talks, and this time I am welcoming you all to the second part of Europe travel segment. Do you remember where we are in the last video segment? We were in Zurich, right? So let's explore Zurich. Welcome to the well-planned city of Zurich, and let's explore it together. Before moving to the topic, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you all for supporting me, because it really matters. Without your support, I cannot even move forward. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell button. Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland, located at the northern central portion of the country at the northern tip of Lake Zurich. It is one of the historical as well as the modern, economical and business hub. The old town of Zurich is constructed on the banks of Limmat River, where the Limmat River meets with the Lake Zurich. The language is Swiss German with the Alemannic dialect, and the population is around 420,000.
During the Middle Ages, Zurich gained the independence and privileged status of imperial immediacy, and in 1519 it became a primary center of the Protestant Reformation in Europe under the leadership of Heinrich Zwingli. Now, Zurich is a leading global city and one among the world's largest financial centers, despite having a relatively small population. According to several surveys from 2006, Zurich was named as the city with the best quality of life in the world, as well as the wealthiest city in Europe in terms of GDP per capita.
The reason why we came to Zurich, because it is the most easiest and the convenient transportation hub connecting the intercities of Switzerland as well as the neighboring countries, especially our next destination, Italy. Let us discuss about the 10 major factors which make Zurich city one of my personal favorites. Number 1. Natural and beautiful landscape. Number 2. Public safety. Zurich is one of the safest as well as the peaceful state in this world. 3. Cleanliness. Zurich is a clean city. 4th, people. People are very helpful and open-minded. 5th, service. 6th, religious tolerance. 7th, public transportation. The public transportation in Zurich are efficient and punctual. 8th is the architecture. It's in both in Romanesque as well as the Gothic in style. Both are amazing. 9th is the Swiss watches. 10th is the pastries, chocolates, cheeses, wine.
Zurich is blessed with its natural landscapes, the architectural wonders ranging from Gothic, Romanesque to modern architecture styles, and beautiful lake promenades. The lakeside park area encloses the lower basin of Lake Zurich with a splendid promenade. The inline skaters, beach lovers, jewelry sellers, and street artists all gather here to create a colorful scene.
How and where to find the accommodation in Zurich? Not only in Zurich, if you are going to a new city, the first thing we need to do is the map coordination. The coordination of map with the tourism map, geographical map and transportation map. This is one of the most important, cost-effective and time-saving tip. Here in Zurich, I have two options. First, to find the accommodation near to the airport or to the old town. Since most of the attractions are near to the old town, then it is a wise decision, cost-effective and time-saving decision to take the accommodation near to the old town. Coming to the major attractions of Zurich, the most popular one is the old town, the Altstadt, and another one is the Rhine Falls. The Rhine Falls is approximately 40 km from the Zurich city at the border of the Schaffhausen. This fall is approximately 150 meter wide and 23 meter high, one of the powerful falls in Switzerland. The old town consists of Bahnhofstrasse and West Zurich, which are the busiest economical hubs with the fashion street and also the shopping streets. Second is the Lindenhof, which is the part of the old town with the beautiful alleys, Lindenhof Hill, the Grossmünster church, the Frankmünster church, the lake promenade. These are the major attractions of Zurich, the most favorite one.
Now, I am going to bring you all to the most important landmark of the old town of Zurich, a 12th century Romanesque-style Protestant church, the Grossmünster church. One of the important peculiarity of this church is it is constructed in a place where can be seen from any part of the old town of Zurich. In English, it means that the Great Minster. In German, it is Grossmünster. The Grossmünster was a monastery church in precedence with the Fraumunster across the Limmat throughout the Middle Ages. According to the legend, the Grossmünster church was founded by Charles Mang. The twin towers of the Grossmünster are regarded as perhaps the most recognized landmark in Zurich. Architecturally, the church is considered Romanesque in style, which is a part of the first pan-European architectural trend since the Imperial Roman architecture. It offers a great carved portal featuring the medieval columns adorning the capitals. The twin towers can be accessed through a 137 steps. The entry pass for going to the top of the towers is 4 CHF. After reaching at the top of the tower, it will give a stunning view of the entire city of Zurich. From here, we can see all the major landmarks of the old town of Zurich, including the Fraumunster Church, the St. Peter's Church, the old town hall of Zurich, and also the lake promenades, the Lake Zurich. The downtown of Zurich boasts a diverse range of architecture styles from Romanesque, Gothic, Historicism through to the modern architecture styles. The buildings designed by renowned architects such as Max Bill, Gustav Gull and Gottfried Semper played a key role in the development of the city. If you are coming to Zurich, don't miss to visit Grossmünster Church and going to the top of the Twin Towers.
Observe two important things during our travel in Switzerland. One is the marriage, second is the building of houses. I do believe that our economic situation is stable or economic situation is becoming unstable because of overspending, especially during our marriage and building our houses. Here in Switzerland, what I notice, observe, maybe not in all the cases, but what I witness, 2 or 3 marriages I have witnessed. Most of the marriages is happening in the churches. It's very simple but elegant, and the lunch or dinner they are enjoying with their close relatives and friends with a small musical concert and everything. And the houses, regarding the houses, especially in the villages, they are building the houses using the local materials. Both cases, both in marriages and also building houses, they are not overspending. This is one of the, I know that when so many factors are there making the country rich, especially the government policies, but this is also one of the factors which makes the economic situation stable. That is, there is no overspending in marriages and also building of the houses.
Now we are going to the Lindenhof Hill, which is a moraine hill and a public square in the historic center of Zurich, which means the courtyard of the time. The beautiful pedestrian alleys and the historic buildings on the way to the Lindenhof Hill makes our walking tour more beautiful. Actually, this Lindenhof Hill sits at the top of the remains of an ancient Lind glacier. It is the site of the Roman and Carolingian era around which the city has grown historically. Now we are going to a 9th century Gothic style church. The Fraumunster means the Woman Minister Church. It is founded by the Louis German in 853. The most important peculiarity of this church is the Chagall windows, the color stained windows located in the choir area made by Mark Chagall. After this one, we are going to a 11th century church, the St. Peter's Church. The construction of the St. Peter's Church is in Gothic style. The most important peculiarity of this church is its tower clock, having a diameter of 8.7 inch. This tower clock is the biggest church clock in Europe.
In the beginning of this video, I told that I am using this opportunity to say thank you to all for supporting me at its maximum, right? Because without your support, I cannot move forward. So as a small thanksgiving, I like to share a small gift. Don't consider it as a gift, but some of the documents like a small research on the traveling, the attractions and everything, the itinerary, and also some templates, some PDF documents I like to share with you all. So please drop your email ID in the comment box of the YouTube channel with this post. I have two intentions in that one. One is to share the information which I have to you all who are supporting me to move forward. Second thing is, it will help me to analyze and also to know how many people are seriously watching this video till the end.
The colorful locks with messages can be seen locked along the bridges in Europe. It represents the romance, love and trust. When I came to the Europe for the first time, it was a new thing to me. But during my several travels, I understand that it is a common scene along the bridges in Europe. Even there are stories that the bridges got collapsed due to the overweight of these locks. Let me share some of the early history of this region. The earliest settlements of the region dates back around 6000 years. The settlements of the Neolithic and Bronze Age were found around the Lake Zurich. The traces of pre-Roman Celtic remains were discovered near the Lindenhof Hill. Later, the city was founded by the Romans in 15 BC. They called it as Turicum. Later in the 5th century, the Germanic Alemanni tribe settled in the Swiss plateau. Zurich gained the imperial immediacy in 1218 with the extension of the main line of the Schengringen family and attained a status comparable to the statehood. During the 1230, a city wall was built enclosing the 38 hectares when the earliest stone houses on the Rennweg were built. At present, the Zurich is a hub for railways, roads and air traffic. Both Zurich Airport and railway station are the largest and busiest in this country. The city is a home to the large number of financial institutions and banking companies.
From Zurich, we are moving to one of the beautiful cities in Switzerland, the Lucerne. There we are exploring the Lucerne, the Engelberg and also the Mount Italy.
The trip to Zurich gave us a wonderful experience, especially got an opportunity to learn the different architecture styles.
You enjoy, right? Yeah, right? Are you happy? So from here we are going to Lucerne. Okay, bye. We'll see you in Lucerne. Thank you so much for watching the second part of Europe travel segment in Zurich. If you like the video, please do share the information with your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel because I need your support for moving forward. See you in the next part, third part of Europe travel segment in Lucerne. Thank you.